Hello friends, welcome to my series on using GenAI for investing. On the screen, whatever you see is the topics which we have completed so far. The tick mark includes the topics which has been discussed in the previous videos. If you have not checked it, please do have a look at my previous videos for understanding prompting about these topics. And the green color ones are the ones which I'm going to discuss in this section. In this section, I'll be talking about management discussion and analysis. The overview. Before prompting, I want you to understand what is MDA, how it will be useful for investors. Then only you'll be appreciate the importance of prompting and this section. So this management discussion analysis will be able or will be part of company business analysis as well as the industry analysis. So let me quickly go through a overview of this management discussion analysis section. Overview, it is published in annual reports. There are a lot of insights about the company's management plan, what they intend to do in future, the industry, all that. You will get a lot of information about the industry, company, as well as the management's future plans. As an investor, you find a lot of pointers regarding growth, how they plan to growth, what are the growth drivers, competition. Is there strong competition leading to pricing pressure, regulations, so on. So these are all interrelated. One is related to the other, and you'll find a lot of pointers in this MDA section. The format of this MDA has been reasonably consistent, which we'll quickly see here, but it's still not same across every company or every stock. It's slightly different, but by and large, it's the same. But one important caution which you need to keep in mind is in the management discussion analysis, where management speaks, they try to speak positive about the company, the future prospects, etc. They don't speak negative, and the negatives are mostly downplayed. Means in a very little tone or a small one line, they just close it. That is one caution you might need to keep in mind. Now, coming to the general structure, how the information is packed in the management discussion analysis section. There are two kinds of information, which is purely based about the company. You will find the company overview, what are the business segments it is, where, how many locations they are. Those kind of information will be coming here. You will also find their recent financial performance. Recent financial performance. So they also talk about their recent financial performance. What is the competition doing? Is there any pricing pressure? All that. And what are the growth plans for the next 3 years, 5 years? They have some strategy. The strategy around growth will come out in this section. So what is external to the company? That has a very perfect predefined structure. It starts with the global economy. How the global economy? See, for example, if it was a COVID year, they say that globally COVID had affected the business, so and so. They talk about the global economy. Then they come down to the Indian economy. How the Indian economy outlook is. From Indian economy, they come to the industry in which they are working. Like if it's a diagnostic industry, they talk about the healthcare industry you overlook. So this is the place where you will get the future outlook of the industry and the growth prospects. As the industry level, I'm not talking about the company level, at the industry level, because whatever there at the company level, it is covered here. These are all at the industry level. Then what are the externalities which can be opportunities and threat to the company, and what is the strengths and weakness of the company? I think this can well go here. So what are the strengths and weakness of the company? So this is the general structure of the management discussion and analysis. So from here you will understand that as a long term investor you need to read, understand, so that you get to know what are the growth plans, ambitions. As a industry, what are the growth prospects? What is the competition doing? How is the company countering the competition? Are there any price caps? So on and so forth. You get a lot of insights into this management discussion analysis, and we'll quickly see a sample of it. This is the management discussion section of the NMDC company pulled out from the annual report. Only those 10 or 12 pages I have pulled out. So as I told you, first they give a company overview. They talk about the company. Then they talk about the recent financial performance. So they talk about what are the performance in the last 1 or 2 years. Then what are the current projects? So and they're global. I mean, there are Indian locations, and of course they are also globally located. So they talk about what different countries they are doing. So what is the growth plans? Now here you can see what and all the company is planning to do as part of their growth. research and development. So where and all are they putting the present R&D efforts, money, all that? That is over. Now this is all internal to the company, that is done. Now coming to the economy. So first I told you they'll talk about the global economy. So they will talk about, see, you can see Ukraine war, Gaza and Israel conflict, what is China doing. So all that things come at the global macros. Then they turn down to the Indian economy macros. So what all we have done and in what way they can drive this company's prospects. Once that is done, NMDC straight away jumps to their industry. They are part of iron and iron ore industry. So they talk now more about the industry prospects. What is the industry consumption, competition, how is the global scenario, all that. And again, what is the steel industry in India doing? Hmm. And one thing you can see here is they talk about the competition. Like key players like Tata Steel, SAIL, and JSW, export surge so and so, driven by removal of export duties, something they are touching upon what their competition is doing. Now comes the opportunities and threats. What are the opportunities which can come in the sector and how NMDC can use it, and what are the threats? Then this is their past performance, last 5 years performance, not in past, last 5 year performance. Then future outlook. And of course, there could be some section on sustainability, CSR activities. For an investor, those are of little interest, so you can ignore all this. So having understood the overview of this section, now in the next video, we'll try to understand how to do effective prompting to gather insights gather insights from this report from the perspective of a investor. Thank you very much. Bye till then.